Hey, Janine. I was wondering if, like, it was not showing me live because, like, no one was coming in yet. Hey, Shelby, Maureen, Sarah, Mr. Money, good morning. Oof. It is -10 today. -10. And it hurts to breathe. Real quick to send this up. There. Hey, Axel. Yeah, I mean, still sick. It's just like, it's really, really hanging on. So, morning, Tammy. Hey, Beth. So I went ahead and took care of the chickens just because it's -10 outside. It hurts to breathe outside. So I went ahead and took care of them and gave them their water and stuff. So today it's going to be like a slow morning. Hey, Grace. Doing all right. Just still sick. Yeah, still. That's all. Just waiting for it to just go away. But I mean, kind of the same, Axel, but it'll be fine. I got green tea and 6 more weeks of winter. That would be good for up here. We could get some snowmobiling in. So, hey, Gina. Good morning, Barb. Thanks, Barb. Yes, Axel. Yeah, stack some more wood on that, Steve. It's -10 today, so like you could definitely tell in the house. So, am I married? Yes. Yep. Hi, Richard. Good morning, Patricia. I remember the first year I was here and it was -55 outside. I couldn't get the inside of my house above 55 degrees. It was just, it was a fight. It was a struggle. I didn't have the wood stove back then either. It was a struggle. I think I spent most of the day in the bathroom because the ceilings are lower in there just to stay warm. Okay, not bad in Oklahoma, yeah. I'm in northern Maine, so. Morning, Jim. So yesterday, I posted a video. So I did like a little thing. One of my roosters, Sophie, which I know that's a girl's name, but we didn't know he was a he until after. Anyway, so Sophie, I noticed that he had poop around his vent, and if you let that get impacted, like, you know, that'll kill him. So I was like, okay, I really need to soak him in Epsom salt to get all that poop off of his butt. And I was letting it go for a little while. I noticed it for a few weeks, and it wasn't getting better, so I was like, okay. I thought he was going to fight me tooth and nail. It takes a different breed of cat to live in Maine. I don't know, like, it's really not that bad. As long as you dress right, you're fine. And you have to like being outside too. So anyway, I thought he was gonna fight me, and I, you know, got a container to put him in so that he can't just jump out of like a tub or something like that, so he would be trapped inside. No, I sit this rooster in a bath, in a warm bath, and he's like, this is nice. And like, he did not struggle one time. He did not give me any issues. And I had read all online how other people had to do it, how they had to like, you know, like tie their wings down, or like they had to like create some like tub where they cut like a really small hole so only their head could fit out of. Crazy stuff. How their roosters or chickens would not really sit still for the soak. Yeah, no, he chilled in the bathtub for about 15, 20 minutes, did not struggle once. He let me blow dry him for about 15 minutes. I was so sure the blow dryer was going to like scare him or freak him out. No, he was like, this is nice. Sophie knew you were trying to help him. Yeah, he was like, ah, yeah. Thank you, Steve. Yeah. Let's see. Morning, Anna. Good morning, Candy. Yeah, I was kind of shocked how chill he was about the blow dryer and stuff. So he got his first spa day and blowout, and then, you know, I locked the dogs in the garage because I don't trust the dogs with the chickens, you know. He went and told the others. Shit on yourself. Thank you, Anna. Thank you for that super. Awesome, Catherine. So I brought him down in the kitchen, and he was just kind of like chilling in the kitchen, and I gave him some corn on the cob because he was such a good boy. Speaking of, hi, Tanker, Janker, Stanker. It is now Tanker's I feed. Hey, Deborah. Nana25, good to see you. Hang on. There we go. You're gonna get doggy ASMR now. Barrett, stop. Stop. Am I concerned of the bird flu? Not really. We're pretty isolated up here. Oh, geez. We're pretty isolated up here. I'm not worried about my chickens because I've had my chickens for a while, so. Barry gets jealous. Never seen Sophie so chill before. Yeah, I know. Barrett, stop. Are you gonna lay back down? Come on. Come on, Tanker. I heard that. That wasn't me. Vampire. Yes. You know, I could like dress all gothic. Thank you, Gina. Thanks for that super. The tip is -10. And go on here and be like, I'm a vampire. Blah, blah. And do Q&As and stuff. Lori, good morning. I would definitely take your bite. I'm sure you would, yeah. Good morning, Stan. Thanks, Kovacs. We would all play into it, yes. Hi, Ontario, Canada. Hey, John. Look at this little tinker, tinker, stinker. Living his best life. There we go. How much was my dog? Tank? I think he was $600 back when I got him. Aw, thank you. Thanks for your 5th super on this live, Grace. Thank you so much. Yeah. Look at this baby. He's a baby. What's wrong with his eye? He has a cherry eye. And don't worry, the vets took a look at it, and they'd only do the surgery if it spread to both eyes. It's just like a inflamed tear duct. It's nothing to be concerned about. He's not bothered by it, and the vet even said, like, they're not gonna do surgery unless both eyes had it, so. Sophie's probably like, oh, this is how the other halves live. Yeah. Bear, bear. Bear, bear. What's your favorite type of dog breed? I don't know. I mean, like, I love my Rottweilers. I love my Frenchie. And then I think everybody has like an idea of one, although they've never had experience with it, that they think they'd like, but I don't know. There's a few dog breeds that I love to look at, but I don't know if personality-wise we would match. Like Borzois, I think those are gorgeous, and Irish Wolfhounds and Afghans, love those, but they seem really high maintenance with all that long fur. No, my cats, the cat that I had before, he died 2 years ago. Pomchi Terriers, 18 pounds, yeah. Morning, Bob. The dogs come on the camera whenever they like to. Trust me, they love the camera. Just like yesterday when I was giving the Rooster the bath, while I was blow drying him, he was like all up in the camera. They love the camera. Bear, bear. Bear, bear. Stop it. My grandma's Afghan was the smartest dog I've ever met. More like cats too. They seem very cat-like. I love Afghans. They're gorgeous. I just feel like they're probably high maintenance with that long fur. The Rottweiler right here is Tank. That's Tank. The Frenchie is Barrett, and then the other Rottweiler is Bullet. So, no, not really. It's still kind of sick. Which I can't wait for this to be over with because I really need to get back to hiking. Let's see. It's not snowing right now. I'm just sick. It's -10. And in fact, this morning when I took Barrett out, he walked outside, peed, and then on his way back to the door, he stopped and was like I can't move because his paws were cold, even though the door is right there and he could save himself. So, no, I had to carry him back in the house. So, yeah, I guess, Joseph. I already fed the chickens. I took care of them before I went live, just because, like, I'm not feeling great, so I don't want to be out there long. So, thank you. A Bichon Poodle mix. He's like $600, but I got him for free from my grandmother. Oh, that's cool, Aubrey. And there's Tanker. He likes his belly rub. Thank you, Joseph. Bear, stop. You're being a turd. Leave Tank alone. Yeah, Tank is, yeah, he's in heaven, yeah. Just online, Tony. Maureen. Yeah, he is a good boy. The fan is, it is awesome. I have it pointed towards the big windows because days like this when it's -10, you can feel the cold coming off the glass. So yeah, the fan really helps push the heat around the room. And I still kind of feel crappy, Linda, but it's making its way out. Good morning, Nancy. Thank you. Yep, see, you got kicked in the face. Don't lick his ear. Stop. Stop. Tank is mad. That's what that grumbling is, because the other two dogs are like basically on top of him. So, I'm in northern Maine. Wish I was a Rottweiler. Yeah, he wants the other two dogs to go away. That's why he's like grumbling. Chris went to go take care of the cows, but he's back. I hear him pulling up now. Bear. Don't let him pick on you. He's like, no. Thank you, Linda. Although Chris took Tank out with the snowmobiles yesterday to let him run around on the trails, just because we haven't been able to take them for walks since we've both been sick. So Hager got to go out and run on the trails a bit yesterday. Will you stop? No, I haven't, Chris. I haven't seen that movie. What is his toy? I mean, they have a bunch of toys. Bear. Nice dog. You look so Montana, Wyoming, Colorado. It's I guess the colorways of the card in it again kind of do it. I'm in northern Maine. Let's see. Oh yeah, Tank's a big boy, but Bullet is my biggest boy. Bullet's about 45. Taker's like about 125. Am I gonna have 2 lap babies now? Yeah, Margaret. So I have seen that show From on Prime. I love it. I love that show, except for the fact that I could do without a couple of the actors, a couple of the characters I could do without. We have 3 dogs. I don't know about you, Margaret, or anybody else who has seen the show From. Great show. I like the storyline. But is it just me, or the dad and the 2 kids just need to go? They need to go. They have the most annoying characters. Like, the dad is he's just annoying. The teenage daughter is a little too over the top, and the son, they have him like scripted as if he's like 3 when he's obviously about 8 or 9. Yeah. Okay, so Margaret agrees. Yeah. No, these are Rottweilers. Barrett, stop. Leave him alone. Morning, Maria. And thank you. He's just melting. Yeah, so I keep saying Landman in Prime. I just haven't started it yet. Obviously, the writer has never been around children, right? Or it's just like it's kind of weird the way they wrote the character for the young son, because they have him like speaking in like one word sentences. They'll be like, "What did you see?" And he'll be like, "Dog." Like, all right, the rest of the show you could speak in full fucking sentences, and now suddenly you can't. No, that's the boy, and then also the teenage daughter. They both have to go. Like they're, ugh. um, Damn, you're missing out. 10 episodes, catch up. Stop, Barrett. um, let's see. Bear, I know you need to go out and run. He needs some running time. You gonna binge watch today? Hell yeah. Do you like your nose? Yeah. Yeah, my nose is fine. It's a nose. Not right now, probably, because it's like raw from being sick, but yeah. Yeah, it's -10, Maria. I'm surprised the chickens came out. Like, I didn't think, that's why I took care of the chickens before I went live, because I figured they wouldn't come out. But yeah, they all ran out. I'm like, oh, good. So. Bear, if you don't stop. Stop. Leave him alone. They heard about the bath. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. He is a big puppy. They think they are lap dogs, that's for sure. I think that's later in the week, Maria. Like later on, the highs are higher, but like this morning, the low was -10. Well, at least it was -10 when I went outside a little while ago. So. Morning, Ernie. I'm late again. That's okay. Barrett, you're driving me insane. Well, thanks for subscribing. Hey, Maggie. Hang on. I'm gonna go blow my nose. It's tanker time. He's a big boy. Thank you, Lauren. Why did you wait until I got over here? Now I know you're doing it on purpose, Barrett. No, it's just a cherry eye. Morning, Stephanie. No, Lori, so I finished my cardigan, and so I'm out of yarn, and I'm trying to figure out what project to do next, because I do want to do something. Stop it. Come on. Yes, I don't have anything right now. And I still feel crappy. Do the boys want to run right back inside when it's cold? Yes, yeah. The dogs come right back inside right now when it's this cold outside. So, which sucks because like, obviously they have some pent up energy. We need to get them out and hiking and back on the trails, but it's not happening with this cold right now. Oh, that's cool, Maggie. Yeah, yes, Nana. Again, it's a cherry eye. There's nothing wrong with this eye. It's just a cherry eye. What do we do? So we have an online business. You could check the links in our bio so you can see our online shop. It's H&H Tactical. We're a Type 702 manufacturer of firearms. We also sell ammo and all that other stuff. So you can check that out in our links. That's our business. But I go live and do like daily lifestyle stuff, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every day. So the cows are good. Yeah.
Damn, they're cold.
How are the cows?
Frosty. No, they're good. They ate all their snacks. I couldn't stick around long. I was fucking freezing.
I know, it hurts to breathe.
Excuse you.
Jesus.
That wasn't me.
That was not me. It was Bullet.
Oh, my eyelashes were like literally freezing.
Yeah.
As I was sitting there trying to blink, all of a sudden this one froze shut. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't been down to the cows. Just like, I'll go take care of the chickens. Chris will go take care of the cows. Yeah, when I'm feeling better. But he has shorts on, of course. Of course. It's -10, and Chris is like, shorts, very appropriate. That's my husband. Chris is making me cold. Jesus. This is like a weird kind of ASMR, huh? Are you done, Barrett? He's like, yeah, I'm done. Oh wait, no, that is Tank over there. Yeah.
I'm sure you fail to recognize humor.
What?
Comment back.
Oh.
Sits out there.
-10. No, it's like 60 here, and I'm cold. Funny, like once
It's -5 now.
once you've been in this kind of cold for so long, once it hits 40, I'm out there in a bra top, like doing chores, because suddenly 40 feels very warm when you spend days on end under 0.
There. Got that smile on your face.
Yeah.
Were you running around zooming?
No, he was messing with Tank, his legs specifically.
Ah. Grammar.
He does. We're having a heat wave in Australia. So the cherry eye, so one, don't spam the chat. Two, I explained it several times. If you, like, a cherry eye is just an inflamed tear duct. You can also Google it, you know.
I'm sitting over here. I'm sorry. I'm cold.
That's okay.
Bear. Hey, sit with Daddy by the fire. Or not. I'm laying on your top, like, put my head. Come over, toast those cheeks with Daddy.
Let's see. What a silly question. Ask your husband if he likes ghost guns. You mean unserialized ones? We're an FFL.
I understand the concept behind it.
Yeah, we don't deal with it though. And when I've had them come through the shop, I have to serialize them, so.
Well, they keep changing the
Yeah, I
rules
know, they
around it.
changed that one back, but at the time, someone had bought, like, one of the Glock kits. Like the,
P80s.
yeah, the P80s, the ghost Glocks. And, he was underage, and he called, and he was like, hey, I can't get this trigger to work. And the way he was talking, I was like, it was probably the install, and he said that it was a P80. I was like, okay, but at the time, if you had a ghost gun come into your shop and you had to do work on it, you also had to serialize it. So he's like, so I need you to do work on this trigger. It's not working. I put it together and it's just not working. I was like, all right, well, if you bring it into my shop, I have to put a serial number on it. Like that, it is what it is. He's like, okay. He's like, I could do that as long as you get the trigger working. I'm like, of course. But he sounded really young, and I'm glad I asked him because I was like, just perchance, since this is a P80, how old are you? He's like, I'm 18. I'm like, ooh, yeah, if you bring that to me, I can't give it back to you because you have to be 21 to own a handgun. So I was like, yeah, if you bring that in here, you're losing it. Like, I can't.
I just saw something that went through the Fifth Circuit yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Or the day before. Let's say Sunday, so it's Friday. They supposedly are calling it unconstitutional. How far it goes, if it gets
Wait,
changed federally.
the P80
Well,
thing?
under from 18 to 20-year-olds.
Oh, okay, that, yeah. Talking about guns, Chris sold me a Hellcat Pro. It's my favorite, although I have more than most people wish. It was counter 10-inch, and I walked in, best price I've seen, how to get it. Yeah, thanks, Tony. Let's see,
I think I
Clayton.
remember her.
Clayton, that's not true. You could be 18 and own a handgun. You just cannot purchase a handgun until you're 21. You can own it and carry it at 18.
Wrong.
No, that's not how that works. You have to be 21 years old to be in possession of and own a handgun. And I know what you're thinking is that you can inherit it from a family member or something like that, or be gifted that a handgun by a family member at 18. That's not true either. That would
still not
also,
legally-
huh?
You're not legally
Yeah.
capable of possessing.
Yeah, you're not legally able to own a handgun or purchase one. So you can't be gifted one at 18, 19, 20. To be an owner of and in possession of a handgun, you have to be 21.
There's been a handful of situations where that was exempted, and that was usually because of law
That's
enforcement.
exactly what I said. You're wrong.
It's a law
If you're gifted a gun by a family member, it's perfectly legal. No, you're not. I'm looking up on the laws and statutes, honey. So the moment that like you have to kind of like do the disrespect, be like sweetie, honey, or whatever, you are wrong. You're wrong. You can call your sheriff's department. You can call, there might be an agency locally to you that you can call to answer those questions. You can call the ATF, either way. But no, you cannot be in ownership or possession of a handgun below the age of 21. Revolver or pistol, it just depends on, I guess, the situation and your preference, I guess. I'm from Alabama originally, but I am living in northern Maine right now, so.
What?
I'm 19 and in the Marines, yep. You still couldn't go out and purchase a handgun.
Try going to an FFL and buying one.
Yeah,
See how
I'm
that
sure
works.
in the Marines, they probably trained you on the M16. That's a long rifle.
But none of that. Yeah, in the Marines, they will issue you a side piece.
Yeah.
Once
But
again,
you can't take that off base.
Yeah.
That stays on base. You only have it when you're on duty. So it's still kind of, you may be under the age of 21, but you don't own that firearm, and you are under the supervision of the Marines, if that's the case. Because, yeah, there's a bunch of police departments, military MPs under the age of 21 who will carry a sidearm, but that's in the line of duty, and the moment they leave work, they no longer can be in possession of one, and couldn't go buy one, so. Yeah, so Joe, yeah, Chris was actually just talking about that before you came in, about the Fifth Courts of Appeal. Again, it's still in process, it's not legal yet, as of today.
They found that unconstitutional, but I don't know what the steps go.
Yeah, it's not there yet. Like, you know, it takes forever to get there. So I give up. You should, because you're wrong. So. Bullet, stop. 22 mag is good. Yeah, it just depends on the application.
Some classy trolls on there.
Don't.
I'm not. I'm just looking. I'm just reading it.
Hey, Tanker. Morning, Jim. How you doing?
Federal, not state.
Yeah, so funny how I got my CCW in Georgia at 18 rather than 21 due to it being in the armed forces. I lived in Georgia.
Once again, well, see, no, I will say this for clarification. Armed forces, there are some caveats in different locations. I don't know your specific state. There are places that will give people under the age of 21 the ability to own a weapon if they can prove their active duty or
law enforcement, and Georgia is one of those states.
In his situation,
Yeah.
he might be right.
Yeah,
But my point is,
but what he's saying though, he's saying it as if
Everyone.
all
Yeah.
people under 18 or
Which is
under
not
21 can have the handgun. You may have the ability as military or law enforcement to get that. That is not available to regular citizens. So you can't speak as if, yes, you can, as a blanket statement saying that it is available to everyone, because that's not true. And law enforcement, military have an exemption in some states, not all. Texas, hey. Yeah, but that's not what you said, Clayton. You said that you can own a handgun under the age of 21. You said a blanket, you did not distinguish that military and law enforcement couldn't, and that's what I'm telling you. You didn't say that. So my argument is just that you can't make a blanket statement like that, especially like in a public forum, because I've seen it before in my store. Someone like, I saw it on YouTube. And I'm like, no, you can't do that,
oh,
you know?
check that video out.
Oh, yeah, so we have a video like that. Just, it's okay, Clayton. Now, you know what, thanks for clarifying. I'm glad that you kept communicating. Yeah, so police, law enforcement in some states have an exemption there. But like, we sometimes get people who have come into our store because they saw something on YouTube. The biggest one was, this guy had come in, and he definitely is someone that I really wouldn't want to be in his presence at the range, because he just seems like he would be unsafe with the firearm, but whatever. So I guess he purchased a Glock in 357 SIG, which, ugh. That ammo, especially during like the COVID ammo shortage, it was very hard to find, and when you did find it, it was very expensive. Our store was getting about a case of it every month at least, and very few people, thankfully, carry 357 SIG. So we didn't run out of it very quickly, but we did have this one guy who purchased a Glock in 357 SIG, couldn't find ammo from it. He had bought all the ammo that we had. We didn't have any more. And he was like, what am I supposed to do? I don't have any ammo for my gun. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. You're the one that bought a 357 SIG. Like, anyway, so a little while later, he comes back in, and he doesn't say anything, but he's like, I want to purchase some 10 millimeter.
No, it was 40.
It was a 40? Okay. He wanted 40 caliber. And I didn't ask, because I assumed that when you're buying ammo that you own that weapon that you're buying ammo for. So, you know, I don't have to like interview people or interrogate them when they're purchasing ammo, just except for about the age thing, you know? So he buys 40, leaves, comes back about 2 hours later, wanting to return it. several of the rounds had had been put in a firearm. And he's like wanting to return it. And my husband asked, he's like, why? You just bought this. He's like, is there something wrong with it? He's like, oh, it didn't fit in my gun. And Chris is like, what were you trying to put it in? He's like, I was trying to put it in my 357 SIG because I saw on YouTube that you can shoot 40 out of 357 SIG. And like, Chris is like, no, and just for that, we're not returning it because you're a moron. He's like, so I guess he looked it up. All he saw on the title of the YouTube video is like, hey, you can use 40 and 357 SIG. He did not actually watch the video. You do have to change out the barrel to make that happen. But he just thought he could put 40 in a 357 SIG just because he saw something online. But he didn't even read it.
Watch our YouTube video on that one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 350. Yeah, well, 357 SIG is more hard to come by, Clayton. That's why he was trying to like put 40 through it. Yeah, not without a barrel swap. Yes, yeah. So Chris like gave him the rundown. He's like, dude, you are the most dangerous type of person at the range. You didn't do the research. You put ammo in something that it shouldn't have been in. Thankfully, it didn't end in like a catastrophic failure. But still, like, that's you can't fucking do that. And if you are looking to make interchange rounds and stuff, you better read everything possible to make sure that you do it in a safe manner, you know? Yeah, so that's the problem, Clayton, is a lot of people will just see a title and they don't even watch the video. They're like, oh, that works. And we know a lot of the titles can be clickbait, you know?
Because we've also had customers that had catastrophic failures where people either seriously injured or died because of dumb shit like that.
Oh yeah, there was another one. Could have been really bad. Yeah, exactly. So we had another one. This happened at the range that was near our shop. This guy, he loaded his own ammo, and I want to say it was a 44 Magnum. It was a large revolver.
I think it was a 357, but either way.
Yeah, either way. So it was like a revolver round, and he liked to do hot loads. And so he's at the range, and you know how guys could be at the range when something's really loud and goes bang. People are like, oh, what is that? And he's like, I hot load my own rounds. Here, do you want to try it? He hands his revolver with his hot loads to some random person at the range so they can try it. And it ended up exploding. And the
owner of the gun died.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
So the cylinder of the revolver went through the guy's chest, the guy that owned the revolver, and the hammer of the revolver went into the face of the guy who was firing the revolver. So that's why you don't do hot loads. And anyone who wants to hand me hot loads or be like, try this, no. Yeah, so you can look that one up. That happened it was at the Archbald Range in Pennsylvania. If you look up Archbald Range, Pennsylvania, accident or death or something like that, you'll get that. But the cylinder of that revolver went through his chest. And that's why I don't do hot loads. Jake, if you have to tell people that your guns are bigger and badder than other people's, that tells me a lot about you. So, plus P from the factory is safe, but so plus P is good, but in like steel frame guns versus like people will try to put plus P through like an LCP or an LC9 or let's see what's the Ruger?
LCP.
The LCP, yeah. So like a small frame polymer gun like that, definitely don't put plus P in that. And I think on most boxes of 9mm plus P, it tells you to call the manufacturer of the weapon. Thank you, Ronald. Thank you so much for that super sticker. But it tells you to call the manufacturer and make sure that it could handle the pressure of a plus P round.
If you bought your weapon new, almost every gun has an owner's manual in it. Usually the first or second paragraph in those,
it'll
tell you what they recommend, 9mm, 115 grain, or
Yeah.
147 grain, and it'll tell you, do not use plus Ps.
So, you were in here kind of trolling the other day, TLK, but I will answer that question. I feel safe. The LCP is not a plus P rated gun. No, it's not, for sure. You can't have only one gun. You need 6 to 12. Agreed. Do you feel
That's rookie number, 6 to 12.
do you feel felons should still have gun rights? You know what? I'm not opposed, I guess, to certain nonviolent criminals or felons who have done their time. I feel like, you know, if it's been like a white collar crime or something like that, yeah, they should still have access to firearms. Because, like, your friend Brad, he can't hunt ever again, can he?
After a situation
We have a friend that went to prison and has a felony.
His is violent.
Yeah, his was considered a violent felony.
Aggravated assault.
So in terms of that, yeah, I guess it makes sense for them to not, if they have a history of assault or, you know, violence, yeah, they should have their gun
I
rights
agree
taken
with
away.
Clay.
Huh?
I agree with what Clay just said. If it's a non-violent, blue-collar bullshit,
Yeah,
no. But
Oh, yeah.
if you're known because you're in jail because you
beat the shit out
physically
of,
hurt someone
yeah,
and have a violent...
yeah,
violent
probably
background,
shouldn't
yeah,
have
you should.
access to that, so. Let's see, nonviolent, yes, yeah. The subject is 20 to 30 years old. I can't believe people are still stupid about it. Are you talking about like the felony, felons with guns? I don't understand. Yeah, it depends on the crime in Texas. I was gonna tell you, I got all my firewood this year, Facebook Marketplace, 14 already cut. Hell yeah, good for you, Steve, that's awesome. Thank you, Janet, thank you for that super sticker. No, people just aren't paying attention to you, Jake, it's okay. Free, that's awesome, Steve, you got 14 cords free, that's awesome. They should be taught how to control their emotion, but the right to bear arms is for everyone against tyrannical government, should be. Yep, so I'm with you there, Cody. Yes, oil and gas man. I kind of figured you were in Texas just by the name, oil and gas. That makes sense. So we're in northern Maine. We're right on the border of Canada, about 15 minutes south of the Canadian border of Canuckistan. Margaret, thank you for becoming a member of the channel, Margaret. She's now an off-grid yuppie. You guys don't see a Jake in the chat? Oh, okay.
He just commented right below. Clay.
Okay, yeah.
He's being sarcastic. We're not paying attention to him.
Yeah. Wink, wink. Gotcha. No, I mean, usually you could tell when someone's just like, they have like an insecurity or they have an issue because like they're not getting attention in other parts of their life. So that's when they'll like go online and do online disinhibition, which is trolling. And they're like begging for that attention. So it's best not to feed the monster. Hi, Mac. With a felony, you can still use black powder. Yes, you can. You can use muzzle loaders with a felony and archery. So that could be an option. Yeah, because it happens a lot. Thank you, Jem. Thank you for that super sticker. Thanks, Mac. Yeah, so you can. I'm not trying to be like, yeah, you can never. I mean, you can never have a gun again, which that's. Currently, the laws
And we know
are.
several felons that actually
Yeah.
appealed that and won, and they got their all their.
If you have the money to do
one
it.
of them became a dealer.
Yeah, so we do know someone who, he now has an FFL and he is an ex-felon. If you have the money to pay attorneys to get that, I think they could just get that expunged. It's not like they can make your felony go away, but thank you, Stephanie. Thank you for that super. But yeah, so depending on the crime, if it's a non-violent crime, you can pay a decent amount of money to get an attorney so that you have the right to be in possession of a firearm. Again, exonerated, it's hard. I don't think it's exonerated either.
It will come off your record.
Yeah,
but
the
it's probably
felony
not-
will still be there, but you'll have the ability to own a firearm. I don't know what it's called though, because it doesn't make the felony go away. Yeah, to have your rights restored. I'm sure there's like a fancy term for it, but they make black powder revolvers with
Yes, they do.
6 shots. Yeah, I've never actually like
I've shot
used
and I
one.
hate them.
Yeah, why?
Dirty as dirty gets.
Oh, I bet. Yeah,
Because they're unique. So my grandfather used to use them all the time.
yeah.
It was weird because you would pack the
Thanks,
powder,
Stephanie. Expunge, I think so.
pack the ball, and then you would top it with Crisco.
Crisco,
Well,
like
it will
like
keep
cooking
moisture
fat.
inside. Well,
Okay.
it kept all the moisture, because when you're hunting and you're carrying it in the woods in the wintertime,
Yeah.
it kept it from getting moisture in.
Yeah. Steve said dirty as hell. Yeah.
And then you shoot it, by the end of the day, you're filthy.
Yeah. What's the neck tattoo? It's a helm.
Really.
Let's see. Boop. There we go. Be witty.
Everyone's sleepy now in front of the fire.
Yes, they are. I'm so sorry y'all live in Maine. Actually, I willingly moved here. I like Maine a lot. We have just under 200 acres in northern Maine, and can't see my neighbors. Very quiet. Moose, bear, foxes running around. It's nice. So, I was a felon for 12 years and now have my rights restored and own several firearms and suppressors. I did all the paperwork myself and it cost me nothing. Oh, good for you. You know what? I feel like they make the legal system pretty difficult to navigate, but good for you, Matthew. That's awesome. Did you get pushback? And when you do purchase firearms, do they have you like on research for a few days before it actually goes through? Because I feel like some of our customers that have done that, every time they purchase a firearm, it's in research for like 3 days before they actually release it. So, no, not right now, Shelby. I'm trying to find something. When I moved there, that is crazy. Like I said, I like peace and quiet. And I like being out in the middle of nowhere. And the cost of living was way lower. So, expunge, exonerated, gun rights, yeah. Is the gun shop big or small? I mean, I guess you could.
It used to be really big.
Well, no, I mean, I guess if we're talking about size, like it was never big, but we do.
Volume of sales.
Volume was quite large for the small space we're in. Yeah. Thank you.
We were selling about 2,000 pew-pews a year.
Yeah. Yeah. But now we just do online, so. Biggest sellers? No. Like, I mean, you got guns.com, you've got,
Well, I think he's asking what's our biggest seller.
biggest sellers. Oh, like what firearms?
Honestly,
Yeah, the cheap
the
ones.
cheapest ones.
There's more of a market for the inexpensive
towards
firearms.
G2C, G3s.
Yeah, like so the LC9s.
LC9.
Yeah.
Mix a lot of the little Glock 43s in there.
Do you like the RIA 5.0? I don't know.
It's a nice piece. I never shot
I
it.
haven't shot it, so I can't tell you.
Kyle?
So I used to live, or I was from Alabama, Allen. My husband was born in Montana. He grew up in Pennsylvania. So, let's see, a 12, I would have gotten it years ago when it was just 700, not 1,100. Yeah. Well, the prices of all firearms went up. I love just window shopping at gun shops. Like, I don't mind when people would window shop, but you know, sometimes we would get that one guy that comes in every week and never spends a dime. That's annoying.
Any comebacks on the Tauruses? Honestly, no. Not the most current. Let's say the past generate, or the past 10 years, no. Now, mind you, some of the older models, we
Yes, Tony. Yeah.
Yes, we're doing rollers, custom engraving.
Yeah, that's what I was answering to.
I'm sorry.
Let's see, when I purchased Firearms, they put me on delay. The delay has never taken longer than 15 minutes. That's good. The process was very straightforward. And the county I live in is extremely two-way family. That's helpful, Matthew. That's good. Just new shops, different places to see the inventory. That's cool, Clayton. Yeah, I mean, so Alan, we do a lot of snowmobiling. I like snowmobiling. I like being outside in the winter. I like snowshoeing. I like hiking out when it's snowing. So I guess it's just, if you don't like the cold, if you don't like the winter, if you don't enjoy being outdoors in the winter, yeah, like, then Maine can be kind of a nightmare for you since we have so much winter. What are the gun laws like in Maine? I mean, so Maine is a pretty gun-friendly state for being blue, but people don't realize it's like kind of split down the middle. It's blue and red. However, they did institute a 3-day wait period, which is they're going to court this week over to say, because they're saying that's unconstitutional. But they had implemented that a few months ago, and people are fighting it. But we'll find out this week what happens with that. No, Maine is not expensive. Maine, okay, so the reason why we moved here was we were able to get just under 200 acres of land and then this house for $475,000. Like if this had been in Pennsylvania or New York, anywhere else, it would have been well over $1 million. But up here, it was pretty inexpensive. Like the land values and the house values, while they didn't increase because, you know, like the COVID crap and BlackRock, Maine did not increase nearly as much as the rest of the country.
Well,
So
I think that'd be good to add to that. And it depends on where you're at in Maine. If you're talking about Bar Harbor, Portland, yeah, it's way more expensive there than it is where we're at because we're so remote.
yeah. Don't worry, he's in timeout.
It even calls it that.
Huh? Yeah, it does. It calls it timeout.
Boys are enjoying the morning naps.
Why wouldn't they? Yeah, Alan. So we lived in Pennsylvania. Yeah, it's definitely not. I wouldn't go back to Pennsylvania. Yeah, oil and gas, man. I mean, it's yeah, it's a good deal up here. There's so many properties. We found quite a few properties that had well over 100 acres and was under 500,000 in Maine. So. Today's more like of a Q&A day, I think. Have a great day. Think. What are your plans?
Well, I'm gonna get everything organized for the gun shop.
Oh, okay.
So that way I can just be done with it. And then, not quite sure.
Yeah. Yeah, Linda, it is. Yes, oil and gas, man, it is. Not really, Candy. Still kind of feeling crappy, which is why I'm just kind of sitting here. Well, we can't have the people getting a free show, or the feet people getting a free show. There we go. Forgot, can't show your feet or socks on YouTube. Not unless I'm getting paid.
You showed me that video of the guy.
Oh God, yeah, okay. I saw this hilarious video on TikTok. Guess this girl was on her way home and some guy stopped her. And she started recording, I guess, after the deal was made. And she's like, okay, are you ready? He's like, yeah. And then she just takes her foot with a sock on it out of her shoe and like puts it on the sidewalk. And he hands her a 20. And he's like, can I massage your feet for another 20? She's like, yeah, but be paying for that. Yes. She's like, yeah, give me the 20. And then he like starts massaging her feet. And did he ask to sniff them too?
Well, he sniffed her socks.
Oh God, yeah, sniffed her socks. And then she's like, do you want to buy my socks? I saw another video of like this guy had come up to these guys that were skateboarding and paid them for their sweaty socks that they were wearing, and they were videotaping it. He bought their socks and then they walked off, but then we're like still videotaping him from afar, and he like just starts sniffing their sweaty skateboarding socks. Sniffs are an extra 50, yeah. Wow, gross, nasty. Oh yeah, there's a video. You got to look up skateboarder sells his socks, and yeah, you'll see that one. Yeah, somebody's gonna super chat you a 20. They need to pay more than that. Uncharging queen, yeah, make that bank. Gosh, that's so gross.
Different strokes.
Sound like adult video stuff. No, this was on TikTok because like nothing was really happening, but she was just making that bag. It was so funny how she just slapped her foot on the sidewalk. She's like, "Give me the 20."
And he fit the profile.
Oh God.
To the fucking T.
Yeah, whatever you envision that guy looks like that was paying for the to look at her feet. Whatever you're envisioning in your head, yes, that's what he looked like. Upcharging, yeah.
Fucking nasty.
Like, why doesn't he just go for a run and then sniff his own sweaty socks? But
I don't know. Why do people want your garbage can from your bathroom?
oh yeah, I did have that. Somebody messaged me because he wanted to buy the trash out of my bathroom. And he wanted it, like, he's like, is there a surprise in it? Meaning, like, from that time of the month. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably the weirdest message I ever got, wanting to purchase the contents of my bathroom trash, so. Hey, Derek, you came in at a great time. Someone approaches me on the street and asks that I'm walking swiftly away.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's a nice, nasty foot.
I just threw up a little. Yep. Let's see. How did you get subscribers? Well, we've had this channel for a while, but also I have a pretty big following over on TikTok. So the chat is what it like. I mean, you should be in here in the beginning.
Tony just asked him about. We don't have those. We have 410, but not that specific one.
Yeah. What part of Alabama am I from? Central Alabama, like around Montgomery. Let's see. People sell that stuff and make money on it. That's nuts, yeah. How do you become an off-grid yuppie on here? You get the membership, Stephanie. There's 3 levels to the membership. There's the off-grid yuppie, there's the hot pocket, and then there is the Viper pit. So But speaking of, like, so I haven't been feeling good. I want to lay back down. So I'm going to hop off of here. Awesome, Outlaw. But I'm going to hop off. But make sure you can go through my videos. I posted a new video yesterday. And make sure you go through, like, comment, and share. I appreciate you guys being here and hanging out, even though I've been sick the past few days. Hopefully we'll get back to our hiking and outdoor stuff as soon as I feel better. So you guys have a fantastic day. I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.